Hello, everyone. This week we're going to be talking about the importance of seeking therapy for your mental health. Now, before I get started, I wanted to talk about a few things. I'm sorry, this light. Let's see. The baby that I asked everyone to pray for, she is going to be able to go home soon. So that's why I wanted y'all to know that prayers do work. Also, there is another young lady. I understand this. When you decide to go back and start doing the right thing and to walk with Christ and everything, it seems like every time you turn around, something is happening, something new, something different. It seems like you just can't seem to get it right. But like I told her, keep praying. We're going to keep praying for her. I especially am going to be praying for her because I definitely can relate. So that's what she asked for in prayer. Also, she has a teenage son. I have two African American teenage sons, 15 and 16 years old. So she didn't say anything specific about him, but I prayed for her like I would want somebody to pray for my children. So I asked that, he grow up to be, first of all, he grows up. In the world we're living in today, let's get this straight, that he grows up most importantly, but that he is able to leave a great mark on this world and that his presence is blessed and that it's known. And then also she asked me to pray for the child's father. Again, she didn't give any specifics. I just asked that he be a godly man and that he works with her and everything. So let's keep that family in prayer. We're going to go ahead and we're going to go get started. And I just wanted to say that, since everybody here is just so perfect, let's talk about Keisha since everybody is so perfect. So, with that being said, how can I say this? Our people, African Americans, like we've always gone through so much. This is nothing against any other race, but I'm just talking about what I know, what I can relate to. If I had to be a slave back in the days, I'm not going to lie to you, I would not have made it because they would have hung and killed me. Again, I am Keisha. I am very transparent. I stand behind what I say. If my words aren't for you, then that's fine. I'm meant to help other people. Maybe you're not the one for me to help. But when I decided to go to therapy, I was being told that I was crazy. I'm the one with problems and everything. So basically, when I decided to go to therapy, I was going. This sounds crazy because it is crazy now that I got into it. I was going to happily accept my crazy crown and I was going to try and fix me since I was supposedly the problem that needed to be fixed. So, lo and behold, when I got there, now this is what I'm going to tell you about therapy. Therapy exposes so much about you, and in order for you to get anything out of those therapy sessions, you have to be open and honest. You have to tell the truth no matter how bad it may make you seem, or you think that you might look, but you need to be honest. So the fun part about it is that you get to learn so much about yourself and you do feel better. Like, again, for our people, if we say that we're going to therapy, we're seeing somebody or whatever, a lot of us tend to think, oh, I knew that bee was crazy, so don't worry about what nobody think about you. But if you watch some of my past videos, I'm so good at telling my on myself, or if I did something, the way I see things, if I did it, and even though it might have been in my past, I'm gonna own up to the fact that I did it. There's no man or woman on the face of this earth that can condemn me. They could judge me, but I don't care. It's not gonna pay my light bills or rent or anything that I have to pay. So stop worrying what other people think. But anyway, getting back to the therapy part. So I went and I've seen countless people, like I've seen 5 of them. And the reason why I used to quit them is because they used to say that I wasn't the problem. No, you're being made out to be the problem. You have your flaws, but you're being made out to be the person that's something is wrong with, and that's not the case. So the fun part comes when you could go to therapy alone or you could bring company. Now, what wasn't realized when I brought company was all the things, like, it was so bad. Anybody from New Orleans know what a bounce beat is? Okay. It was so bad. It was like Keisha, 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 Keisha. Every time. That's what the whole thing was about. So my therapist ended up saying, yeah, she told me this. She told me she did that. Yeah, she told me she did this. She told me she did that. And it was so funny because I knew for that person that's what it was going to turn into. But I sat there proudly, like, I was happy because I told everything. And this the thing too, when you go to therapy with the intention of getting help, you need to tell how it happened. Don't tell the part that makes you look good after you did somebody something and then they turn around and they did something back, and then that's the part you add when you add to what they did. So that's why I say with therapy, you're going to learn a lot. You're going to learn a lot of terminology that you may not be used of, but it has helped me. Just like for narcissist personality disorder, I never knew what that was. And basically, it was explained to me. Those are people that they never take fault for anything that they've done. It's all the other person. They makes it seem like they're just so perfect. And again, you're up here, like, if you're in my shoes, well, I did this, I did that, yes, I did this, no, I didn't do that, yeah, them the whole time, they're like. So that's why I say it's important to go, because there's so much that you're going to learn about yourself. Another thing that I learned, a lot of what you get out of therapy, you may not think about it necessarily until after the fact. A lot of the past therapy that I went to, when I was stuck in bed, couldn't move, couldn't walk, couldn't help myself. I got, this is for anybody that's just joining my show. I did get injured 4 spots in my lower back and my left knee. Eventually, before I had surgery, I couldn't do a whole lot. After surgery, I had to learn how to do a lot of stuff again. Okay, I was like an inmate laying in bed. You can't go nowhere. You can't do nothing. You don't have nothing but time to think on your hands. There's so much that I learned from past therapy and therapy that I'm going to now. Like, you learn how when people do things to hurt you, and kind of like when you're in the public eye. I'm not nobody famous. I'm just Keisha. I make videos to help people and to encourage them. But I have had things done to me, and when it happened, yeah, I did it. It was the past me. It is what it is. What you gonna do? I mean, yeah, it's bad, but I mean, if you want to call me all kinds of B's and H's, so be it. You own up to what you did. You pray. You seek therapy. You work on becoming a best and better you. But like I'll tell anybody, I learned I'm not necessarily strong, like, oh, she's the strong person. No, I am that in a sense because I didn't have no choice. That's what I had to be, else it was going to be sink or swim for my children and me. So, those are things that I learned about myself. And then another thing, when you're dealing with a narcissist and they invite other people to be narcissists along with them, and they do things to you, you have to learn how to not fall apart every time somebody do something. Because read my lips, they are going to do things and they're going to keep on doing things. So that's why I say, when people do those type of things and stuff like that, you just pray first of all, seek therapy, and then along those lines of therapy, be honest and open, and you're gonna do fine. Trust me. Look at me. I done came a long way. So anybody that's considering, I'm sorry, I'm tongue tied, long day, anyone that is considering therapy, it is helpful, and don't worry about what anybody says about you. To me, and I'm not just saying it just because I received therapy, if you're brave enough to admit, hey, I got XYZ going on with me, and you're brave enough to admit it and to get the help, then kudos to you. So it is what it is. But I want to say too, lastly, thank you. I have like 1,600. I'm sorry, that's my pet. I